Now, second job in Canada. Before to came to Canada, I start following on Facebook groups from expat or migrants in Canada, and especially I joined a group of Mexicans or Latins in Canada. In that group, someone posts a job offer to work as a windows cleaner in Heights using ropes. I apply. I say that I had experience in that area and that I wanted to work there. When I was working in my previous job, in the first day, someone was telling me that the people that were working on that earning good money, and they told me like, yes, there you can earn like 30, 40 bucks an hour, and I say 40 bucks an hour, wow. I want to work there. So I look for the contact that I or the job offer in Facebook, and I contact the person, and I have a number here of a phone number, and I call the person that offered the job, and I told her that I have experience in this because I used to be a firefighter and I know how to work with ropes, notes, and all related with that. And she told me to went to an interview. So I went to that interview, and the boss or the owner of the company just arrived and give me a rope and tell me, do you know how to do a butterfly knot? And I say, yes, I know how to do it. Okay, do it. And I take the rope and I start doing the knot, and then he didn't let me finish the knot. He says, you know what are you doing, that's all what I need. And then we asked about the salary, and he told me, I'm going to pay you 20 bucks an hour, no, 19 bucks an hour for the first 2 weeks, and after that I'm going to pay you depending on your performance, and you can earn more money there. And I say, that's great, I'm going to be a very good worker. So in that day he explained me how to use the tool to clean the windows, how I had to do it, and he said, okay, you are ready, come here tomorrow and you can start working there, you can start working here. That day he made me sign a contract and everything, and great, next day I start working. And that's how I found my second job, using Facebook, basically, and also because of my previous experience. How was that experience? Wow, at the beginning was hard because I was working heights before, but um, I will say the highest level that I was work was like maybe 10, 10 floors or 15 floors high. But here, on my first day, they took me to a building with 55 floors. 55 floors. Can you believe that? It's crazy. Wow, when I was in that terrace in the penthouse, I was sitting down and I say, I cannot believe it. It's incredible. It's way different to work at 10 or 15 floors high. So the first day they start teaching me about ropes. They make me practice in an area that was like two floors high. They teach me the basic, let's say like that. For me, it was very easy to get that because, as I told you before, I used to work with ropes. Um, I wanted to prove myself. So they don't want me to jump the first day, but then at some point in the afternoon, they give me the opportunity because they saw that I had experience and I had a skill, and they let me jump, and it was crazy. Oh my God! When I was in the middle of that building, and I start feeling the wind how they will move you to the sides. I say, wow, this is another level. We used to have a vacuum, like a vacuum rubber thing, as a round thing that we put in the window and keeps you there, like holds your body. And then with that suction cup put in the window, you can clean with the other hand. But sometimes the grip of the jump was not very strong, and suddenly you feel like that release. And each time at the beginning, each time that release, I feel like, poof, I fall down, I died. It was crazy, to be honest. It was crazy the first day, and after that, um, we went to another building, not to highlight that, and then we returned to that initial building, and then I started getting used to that. But I have to be honest. Anyways, each time you have to jump from that high, you always feel something inside you, like it's inevitable. You cannot avoid it. It was a good job. Unfortunately, after 2 weeks, they still were paying me by hour at $19. Some people older with more time than me, they were earning uh, by window. But when I make the numbers for my performance, if I start working by window, I was going to earn even less than 19. So numbers didn't work for me, and I started thinking that it was too risky for so low. And I decided to look for another job, and I will talk about it after.